welcome to my little crochet corner. I am Jhinuk and I make unique and easy crochet tutorials. In today's video, I present to you this beautiful and aesthetic flower pot in shades of white and blue. This also doubles up as a set of 3 coasters, and each coaster can also be used like this, like a small flower bouquet. This item is extremely versatile, unique, and you can use it in so many ways. You can use it as a home decor piece or gift it to someone. It's truly timeless. So let's learn how to make it. I am using blue, sky blue and white for the tulips, green for the leaves and white for base. Using a 4 mm crochet hook and scissors. I will start with making a magic ring like this. Chain 3, which counts as 1 double crochet and 1 chain. Make 1 double crochet into the ring and 1 chain. Again 1 double crochet into the ring and 1 chain. So this will be our repeat pattern for this round. 1 double crochet and 1 chain. So we will make 12 double crochets separated by 1 chain. So keep making 12 double crochets. Here I have completed making 12 double crochets. Now slip stitching into the third chain. Chain 1 and cut off your yarn. This is the blue middle part of our coaster. Now we will attach white yarn to any of the chain 1 spaces. So in this chain 1 space I have attached my white yarn like this. I take my crochet hook and attach it to the white yarn. Now chain 2 and make 1 double crochet into the same chain 1 space. 1 chain and 2 double crochets into the next chain 1 space. 1 double crochet and 2 double crochet. So this will be our repeat pattern. 2 double crochets into each chain 1 space separated by 1 chain each. So keep making 2 double crochets into each chain 1 space and chain 1. Here I have completed making 2 double crochets into each chain 1 space, and now I slip stitch to the third chain. Now my objective is to reach this chain 1 space. For that I will slip stitch 2 times. Slip stitch 1 and slip stitch 2 will take me to the chain 1 space from the previous round. Here I will work 3 double crochets. For that, first chain 3 and make 2 double crochets into the same chain 1 space. So this counts as a total of 3 double crochets. Again chain 1 and place 3 double crochets into the next chain 1 space. 1, 2 and 3 double crochets. Again you will chain 1 and make 3 double crochets into the next chain 1 space. This will be our repeat pattern for this row. 3 double crochets into each chain 1 space separated by 1 chain. Here I am done doing the last chain 1 and slip stitching into the third chain. Now chain 1 and cut off our yarn. Our white base for the coaster is ready. At this point, I prefer weaving in the ends of all the white and blue yarn. So weave in these ends and meet me. Now I attach green yarn to any of the second stitch of the 3DC cluster. So here are 3 double crochets and this is the second stitch. So to the second stitch I will attach green yarn. So from the 3 double crochet cluster, choose the second stitch and attach your green yarn to that. Here I have attached it. Now I attach my crochet hook. Now chain 5. Make one single crochet into the next chain 1 space. Again chain 5 and make one single crochet to the second stitch of the 3 double crochet cluster. Again chain 5 and make one single crochet to the next chain 1 space. Again chain 5 and make one single crochet into the second stitch. So this will be a repeat pattern, 5 chains and one single crochet. Here I am done with all my stitches and now I will make my last single crochet here. And then chain 1 and cut off your green yarn. Take green yarn again and attach to any of the wide chain 5 spaces. So one chain 5 space will be wide and the next will be a little narrower. You will attach it to the wider space like this. Attach your hook. Make chain 3, one double crochet into the very same chain 5 space. Chain 1, one double crochet into the chain 5 space. Chain 1, again one double crochet and chain 1. Here our objective is to make a total of 5 spaces. I have done 3 spaces, so again double crochet. It makes 4 spaces. Once you are done with 4 spaces, for the 5th space you chain 3 and single crochet into the same chain 5 space. So we get a total of 5 spaces to hold our flower petals. So double crochet chain 1 until you have 5 spaces and end with 3 single crochets and 1 chain. Single crochet into the next chain's 5 space. Make 7 chains and slip stitch into the 4th chain. Into the 4th chain I slip stitch, chain 3 and make a single crochet into the same chain 5 space. So this will be our repeat pattern, one leaf and one flower holding space. We make a flower holding space again, single crochet into the next wider chain 5 space, 3 chains, 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 2 3 spaces now, again 1 double crochet, and finally we will make 3 chains, 1 2 3, and single crochet into the same space, and that makes our 5 spaces here. 1 2 3 4 5 spaces. Again into the next chain 5 space, make a single crochet, chain 5, 7, chain 7, and make a slip stitch into the 4th chain, chain 3, and make a single crochet into the very same space. This will be our repeat pattern for this entire row. So keep making one petal holding space and one leaf. Alternatively, here I am done with one petal holding space and one leaf all around. To the first stitch you will slip stitch and cut off your green yarn. Attach your flower color yarn to the first space of the 5 spaces that we made. Here I am using white for my first tulip. Now attach your hook, make 2 chains, make 3 more double crochets into the same space, and that will make a total of 4 double crochets. So 4 double crochets done. Now you will loosen up the last stitch like this. Insert your hook into the first stitch and pull it like this. Chain 1 to secure. Now this makes our first puff stitch. We will make such puff stitch 5 times. So again make 4 double crochets into the next space. 2, 3, 4. After making 4 double crochets, loosen up your last stitch like this. Insert your hook into the first stitch like this. Take your yarn and pull it through the first stitch like this. Chain 1 to secure. We have made 2 puffs already. We will make 3 more. So again into the next space you make a total of 4 double crochets. Loosen up your last stitch like this. Insert your hook, pull the yarn through the first stitch, chain 1 to secure. 3 puffs are done, making our 4th puff. Loosen up, pull through the last first stitch, chain 1 to secure. And now I am making our last puff. 4 double crochets into the last space. Loosen up, pull the yarn through the first stitch, chain 1 to secure. Now that makes a total of 5 puff stitches, which will make the base of our tulip flower. So when you fold it like this, it forms the base of the tulip. So fold it like this and you will find one stitch in between the first 2 puffs. So into this stitch you will insert your hook and pull your yarn through. So make a slip stitch into that stitch between the first 2 puffs. So now it's connected. After this we will make the petals of the tulip. So for that, first chain 2, make 1 double crochet into that space in between the 2 puffs, chain 3, make 1 slip stitch into the very first stitch like the base of the double crochet here. So insert your hook into that stitch and pull through to make a slip stitch. So that forms our first petal. We will make 2 petals into each space. So again double crochet, chain 3, make 1 slip stitch into the base of the double crochet you made like this. So that makes our second petal. So we have 2 petals in between 2 puff stitches. Now take your hook to the next space and make a double crochet, chain 3, and make a slip stitch into the base of the double crochet. Our third petal is done. Again double crochet, make 3 chains and slip stitch into the base of the double crochet. So again we have made 2 petals in between the second and third puff stitches. We will repeat this pattern in between spaces of puff stitches and make 2 petals into each space. Continuing the pattern, double crochet, chain 3, make a slip stitch into the base, double crochet, 3 chains, 1 slip stitch into the base of the double crochet. Moving to the next space between the next 2 puff stitches, again double crochet, chain 3, slip stitch into the base of the double crochet, another double crochet into the same space, chain 3, 1 slip stitch into the base of the double crochet. So that makes our 2 petals. Now we have moved to the last space. Here we will again make 2 petals just like we did in the previous spaces. Three chains and slip stitch into the base to make our last petal. So here we are done with all the petals of our tulip flower. Now we have to simply slip stitch and cut off our yarn to complete the petals. Secure the yarn and you will see that your first flower is ready. We will make all the flowers in similar way. I'm just opening up the petals a little bit so that the flower shape is more visible. You will do the same work into all the petal holding spaces. You will have a total of 12 tulips for each coaster. So make it in the colors of your choice. I have used white, blue and sky blue. Here I'm just arranging the petals a little bit so that it looks better, and keep making your tulips. Now let's start making the pot for the coasters. I will start with a magic ring. Into the magic ring I will make 6 single crochets. After making 6 single crochets, you will slip stitch to the first stitch, chain 1. Now you make 2 single crochets into each stitch. After making 2 single crochets into each stitch and having ended up with 12 stitches, you will slip stitch to the first stitch, chain 1. For the next round, you will make 1 single crochet into the first stitch and 2 single crochets into the next stitch. So this will be a repeat pattern: 1 single crochet into the first stitch and then 2 single crochets into the next. So 1 and then you make 2. Repeat this pattern all around. Slip stitch to the first stitch, chain 1. For the next row, you will make one single crochet into the first 2 stitches and 2 single crochets into the third stitch. So one single crochet, one single crochet and 2 single crochet. This will be our repeat pattern. So 1, 1 and into the third you make 2. Repeat this pattern all around. For the next round, first you slip stitch and chain 1. You will make one single crochet into the first 3 stitches and into the fourth you make 2. So one single crochet, one single crochet, one single crochet and into the fourth one you make 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. Repeat this pattern all around. So 1, 1, 1 and 2. Slip stitch to the first stitch and chain 1. For the next row, you make one single crochet into the first 4 stitches and 2 into the fifth. So 1, 1, 1, 1 and into the fifth you make 2 single crochets. Repeat this pattern all around. Slip stitch to the first stitch, chain 1, make one single crochet into the first 5 stitches and to the sixth you make 2. So 1, 1, 1, 1 and 1 and into the sixth stitch you make 2, 1 and 2. So you will keep repeating this pattern all around. Slip stitch and chain 1 and now you will make one single crochet into the first 6 stitches and into the 7th you will make 2 single crochets. So make one single crochet into the first 6 stitches and into the 7th one you make 2 single crochets. You will repeat this all around. Slip stitch chain 1 and for this row you will make 7 single crochets into the first 7 stitches and 2 single crochets into the 8th one. So first make one single crochet into the first 7 stitches and into the 8th one you make 2 single crochets and you will repeat this pattern all around. Now we will do the increase round for the last time. So for this we will make 8 single crochets for the first 8 stitches and then into the 9th one we will make 2 single crochets. So make one single crochet into the first 8 stitches and 2 single crochets into the 9th stitch. Repeat this all around. Now this completes the base of our flower pot. So now that the base is ready, we will make the upper part. So to start the upper part, we will slip stitch and chain 1 and make one single crochet into the back loop of each of the stitch. So this is the back loop. Insert your hook and make a single crochet. Back loop, single crochet. back loop single crochet. So make one back loop single crochet into each of the stitch around for the entire round. Here I have made all my back loop single crochets. Now I am slip stitching to the first stitch. So now you will see how the pot is taking the shape. We will now increase the height of the pot, and for that we make chain 1, and now we make 2 rows of simple single crochets. So make normal single crochets into each stitch for 2 rows. After you are done with 2 rows, I will increase again. So here I am done with my 2 rows of simple single crochets, and now the pot is taking height. For the next row we make 19 single crochets, 1 increase, 19 single crochets, 1 increase, and 19 single crochets, 1 increase. So after chaining 1 we make 19 single crochets. So for the first 19 stitches make 1 single crochet. I am done. And after 19 stitches you make 1 increase, so make 2 single crochets into the 20th stitch. Again make 19 single crochets into the next 19 stitches and an increase, and again 19 stitches and 1 increase. So a total of 3 increases will be done in this round. After you are done with the increase round, you will make a round of increase again. So in this round we will make 20 single crochets, 1 increase, 20 single crochets, 1 increase, again 20 single crochets, 1 increase. So it will be consecutive 2 rows of increases to give the pot the wide open mouth. Now we will place 1 single crochet into each stitch around. Here I am done with 1 single crochet. As you can see, the pot has almost taken shape. Now we are just left with making the upper brim of the pot. To make the upper brim, first you will slip stitch into the next stitch, chain 1 and single crochet into the same stitch. Now we will make 1 single crochet into the front loop of each stitch. Front loop, single crochet, front loop, single crochet. Make 1 front loop single crochet into each stitch around. Here I am done with all my front loop single crochets, and as you can see the brim is taking shape. Now we will slip stitch into the first stitch, and now we will make 2 rows of simple single crochets to increase the height of the brim. And when you are done with 2 rows of single crochets, your pot will be complete. So make 2 rows of single crochets. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you have any questions regarding any of the step of the tutorial, please leave in the comments below. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.